Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, we're back talking sports. We're not talking about baseball today, we're actually talking about hockey. I have my special guest here, my dad, big Flyers fan, and wanted to touch on the news in today's video. Sean Couturier signed to an 8-year contract worth, I think, $62 million. This is going to be big for the Flyers, so I'll let the guest talk here.
It's big news. I like it. Sean Couturier for 8 years. I think the Flyers could use that. I'm not sure what kind of playoff run they're going to have this year, but we'll talk about that. It could look better than first thought.
So yeah, diving into the next topic. We have to talk about the off-season moves the Flyers have made. One of the most active teams in the off-season. They get in guys like Cam Atkinson and veterans like Keith Yandel. They also got younger players like Ristolainen, and obviously they signed their veteran player that they've had for a while, Couturier. They did get rid of Jacob Voracek, who's been with them for a while, but they still have Giroux and Couturier, and they can do anything with their lineup. They have so many players they can mix around. So yeah, I'm going to let the guests talk about.
I would say forwards especially. They got a slew of forwards. Yes, they lost Voracek, but I believe that they have a lot of an even match of young and experienced players that I think will benefit, and they sort of work together, and I think that's going to be a highlight for them this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know this video is about Couturier, but I wanted to talk about the goaltending situation for the Flyers. I know Carter Hart is a young goaltender with a lot of potential, but last year he had a shaky season, and they bring in a veteran, Martin Jones. He hasn't been great with the Sharks, but I think maybe all he needs is a change of scenery. We'll have to see how that works out.
And the Sharks haven't been particularly great, so I think a change of scenery for him is going to be big. And Ristolainen, who was on the Sabres and can put up some points. Obviously he suffered from a pretty bad plus-minus, but he's on the Sabres. So I think a change. I think this defensive core for the Flyers has gotten so much better that he's bound to bounce back.
Yeah, I agree. The defensive core last year let up a lot of bad plays.
Which is part of why Carter Hart, I think, suffered. I mean, you can't build a kid up who's relatively, inexperienced when you have a defensive core in front of him that's just, letting in too many shots, letting in too many opportunities, just in general not being good enough. You can't put it all on the goalie's shoulders. But yes, Carter Hart could have been better, and I think he will be better this year. Hopefully the same thing is true of Martin Jones, because Brian Elliott was pretty solid last year.
Also, the last topic we wanted to touch on here, I think this team has to be the whole package because they have the veterans and then they have young players. The young players, they have Wade Allison, they have Nick Kubel. They have so many of these young guys, Sanheim.
Farabee.
A lot of the guys who performed well last year and I think can perform even better this year. But also, signing Keith Yandel. Keith Yandel is in his 30s, but he's still very good, and he's very good defensively. And they still have Giroux, and obviously signing Couturier, they will have him for 8 more years. But yeah, is there anything else you want to say?
You got 2 top centers there. Yandel, I think age is not as big of a deal in sports anymore, and just throw Tom Brady out there. Yandel is a solid guy. He's just, he's played hundreds of games in a row without even taking a break because he's been that durable. So I think him, Derek Brassard, coupled with all these young guys. You got Nate Thompson coming in. And, on paper, just looking at these guys by themselves, you think, well, they're not that, they're a little bit over the hill. You throw them all together in a team with a lot of young talent, and there's going to be some synergy there. They're going to get better. They're going to look pretty good as long as they work together and have the same playbook going.
Also, quickly, before this video ends, we wanted to just talk about, I think the Flyers added a lot of depth as well as getting these veterans back in their lineup and adding new players. If you're looking at it, They got like the third and fourth lines. They got young players, but they also have like guys like Scott Lawton and Nate Thompson, who are good fourth liners, good all around players. So I think they'll work together well with the rookies. But that is going to do it for the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this Flyers team. Let me know. Are they going to be a playoff team or are they not? They are in a tough division, but you guys let me know. And that's going to do it for us, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Go Flyers.